Darth Vader, the icon, the dark side boogeyman that defined the Imperial era. He was once the chosen one, Anakin Skywalker, boasting a lightsaber style that is known and loved by the fandom for being ferocious and dexterous. But he's more machine than man now, and inarguably more inexorable in combat than he was as willful, whimsical anti-Sky guy. So aside from asthma and aura farming, what makes up Vader's iconic lightsaber style? I watched every Vader appearance in motion media to really get a feel for how this monster moves. And the overall theme is horror movie monster, which is exactly how Darth Vader earned the title of greatest movie villain in cinematic history. He's dramatic, calculating, cold. His precognition helps him know exactly where to be, when he needs to be there, and that allows him to move smoothly and calmly. He uses a calm patience to build the terror for when the heavy onslaught inevitably comes. Vader and Anakin's lightsaber styles are both on the surface built from the same form, DjemSo. He uses powerful swings and overwhelming force to overcome opponents. The difference between Vader's form and Anakin's form is what's mixed into the base of DjemSo. Anakin liked to improv, mixing speed, power, and acrobatics, sometimes utilizing Atari and Xian to add flashy, aggressive maneuvers. As Vader, his mobility was much more limited, but his strength and presence were magnified tenfold. He combines a crushing, overwhelming style of DjemSo mixed with a calm, patient terror of Soresu to feel untouchable, and then sprinkles in Juyo to feel indomitable. Vader is quite literally a fighting machine that has slight precognitive abilities. That, mixed with his increased strength and durability, his difficulty to hit in general, and his dramatic asthma makes for the perfect galactic boogeyman. The unique combination of DjemSo, Soresu, and Juyo isn't every weapon at Vader's disposal either. His capacity to turn the environment into a weapon has been well documented, even as far back as his time as Anakin in the Clone Wars. Vader using the Force to overpower and overwhelm is the terror cherry on top. His unique combination of movements is actually extremely well depicted in the Battlefront 2 game, where his attack sequences feel very DjemSo, his blocks feel very Soresu, and his special movements include a force choke of multiple enemies, a saber throw, and a durability buff. So what sequences should we practice in order to embody this movie monster in real life? There's actually almost a full movie's worth of Darth Vader screen time that involves lightsabering, so there's plenty of examples to sift through. But let's break it down into those three parts: DjemSo attacks, Soresu defense, and Juyo force exertions. Starting with DjemSo, one of the extremely prevalent attack sequences that dates back to Padawan Annie is the repeated overhead strike, and this is the common denominator in almost every one of his fights. This move is basically genetically coded because even his son Luke picks up the tendency to spam the top half targets a lot, and so that will be our basis for the DjemSo combo. This actually ends up looking a lot like a figure 8, but with power in mind rather than flow. Figure 8 2 times, with 2 strikes per side, and then go into 3 overhead strikes straight down. Then to add the Soresu elements of his style, a subtle wrist figure 8 from the hip creates the exact defensive shield he uses in the hallway scene in Rogue One. It looks like this: ignite, swoop up right, continue momentum into figure 8s, block low, reverse directions, block low on the other side, raise arm for high blocks, invert arm for second high block, and then he goes on to devastate the rebel scum using his force exertions, Tuta Minis, and telekinesis. But what does Vader's Juyo do for his style? When Anakin gave himself permission to tap into his emotions and passions, he slips into a form of Juyo. As Vader, he's constantly using his emotional state to fuel his movements and his attacks. The reason this doesn't track the same as Maul's Juyo, for example, is because the limited mobility Vader has in his suit. His gear weighs over 200 pounds, and Vader's body is already broken from Mustafar, meaning his Juyo is constantly being focused into moving precisely rather than acrobatically. So this is why Vader moves like a sleep paralysis demon. He floats across the battlefield without concern for danger. He manipulates the environment to feel like even the world is out to get you, and he looms and then strikes when you are most terrified. And he is relentless. So here's the kata that matches Vader's movement best. And does anyone else notice that the suit makes a huge difference in the aura? Thanks for watching. Check out Apex Saber for your collection's next fine edition. They sent me the Obi, the Vader, and the Kylo, so you can expect the Kylo Kata reconstruction next, but also let me know who else you'd like to see. Luke is probably on the list, and I also had someone mention Asajj Ventress, so be sure to sub for those in the future. I'm also giving away a lightsaber at 50,000 subscribers, and all you gotta do to be eligible to win is engage with the content, so like, share, and then comments will help us grow. And if for some reason you have too much money and you want to give me some of it, join my membership and you will get extras. You will get videos early and you will get access to some of the free stuff that I get from the TikTok shop.